Lover of wisdom, thank you very much for that question. Sometimes we already have what we are yearning for. Think of yourself a little like an anorexic. When an anorexic looks at themselves in the mirror, they see someone who is fat. They don't realize how thin they already are. And we laugh at these things. We think, look at that person. They're not aware that they are already so thin that their bones show. We are very similar in our life. It doesn't register with us. We can't see for ourselves how we already have what several years ago we were dreaming of having, or it was our goal to have it. And now that we have it, we're not aware of it. And we spend a lot of our time complaining how things aren't right. We spend a lot of the time blaming the situation. Or we are simply not grateful for what we have. So I'd like to invite you to really open your eyes today and during the week ahead, and begin to appreciate what you have. I'm not saying not to set new goals for yourself. I'm not saying that you shouldn't be open to receiving more, but simply begin to pay attention to all those things, the minute details that several years ago were something you desired and you already have. And you know, when you stay stuck in the state of ungratitude, when you stay stuck in the complaining mode, what happens is you begin to attract more of what you're complaining about. And this is through the law of attraction. The more you focus on those negative thoughts, those self-pity thoughts, the more you are attracting yet another reality that's on its way towards you. Because you see, your thoughts are constantly attracting your reality. So that's a two-step process. Begin to appreciate more and more what you have, and begin to monitor your thoughts. Become aware of the thoughts you're having that may be attracting circumstances that you don't want. This is the work. This is the inner work. And if you're not prepared to do this work, don't expect to see anything better in your life. Don't expect better things to happen to you in your life. Don't expect someone to come in and save you, or some coincidence to occur. Because what you are attracting is the vibration that you are living in. I'll give you another example. I had this client once who always dreamt of becoming wealthy. She, from a young age, had wealthy boyfriends because this is who she wanted to be. She wanted to have her financial needs taken care of. And to make a long story short, after many years of dating successful guys, she finally married a gazillionaire and lived on a private island. In the beginning, she was grateful. She couldn't believe it. She was so happy. She enjoyed her status, and she invited people, she showed off to people. She really was thrilled and elated that she finally got what she always wanted. But she called me after a year or two. The problem started arising for her. Living on this private island was extremely lonely for her. She had nothing to do with her time except watch soap operas. She had grown tired of organizing parties and realized that many of her friends were also not of her financial status, so they couldn't really invite her back to something that was the equal level that she invited them to. So all her old friends began to slowly disappear, and she felt increasingly lonely and stuck on this private island. She began to complain about her husband. Maybe he was a little too old for her. All his friends were talking about the economy, politics, and things that simply never interested her. She grew tired of the shopping therapy. She began to realize that, another diamond tennis bracelet was not going to change her mood. She began to realize that the designer clothes were simply clothes, actually, with labels stuck on them. She began to realize that the handbags she bought were just pieces of leather in pretty formations, and that she could have easily bought similar handbags without paying an exorbitant price for them. So all the glamour began to fade away. And so she had realized that she was in some kind of golden cage for herself. So this is just a simple example of someone who got what they always wanted, but still were not happy. I'm not saying that all people who live on private islands are miserable, but don't think that when you realize your dream, it will be what you expected it to be. It may excite you for a little while when you receive it, but as you can see from your own life, a lot of the things that you expected don't turn out to fulfill you. And that is because fulfillment and happiness are not something that come to you from the external world. It is something that you generate from your inside. It's a music that you create, that you co-create with the universe. It's not something that can be fed to you or purchased from the outside. And this is a kind of work. In fact, it's your true work here in your life on planet Earth. This is your true reason for being here. To generate happiness and to spread it to other people through your services, through your presence, and through your actions. So if you're feeling stuck and somehow frustrated with your reality, you may want to reflect on these thoughts and ask yourself, firstly, be honest with yourself, have a good look at your reality and see whether it's as bad as you think it is. To create a new appreciation for what you have, and to really reflect on if what you think you want now over the next couple of years is going to truly bring you such a big change in happiness. in your happiness level. Begin to work on your happiness from the inside. Begin to generate happiness. And you may say, well, how can I do that? Well, you know, sometimes it's just as simple as creating a beautiful playlist and listening to songs that uplift you. It really is a chemical, vibrational thing. And you can fix it. It's not that hard as long as you choose to create your happiness. All right? Anyone can create their happiness. Look at children, how they make happiness simply through their imagination, playing in nature and imagining that they are, I don't know, cowboys and Indians or queen and princess, and how simple it is for children to create happiness out of nothing. And you can reconnect with this sense of playfulness and your imagination. Reconnect with your natural ability to create joy. If you really look at it, this is your natural state, happiness. It's the state that you came into the world with. As a little child, you were beaming with light. You were radiant. And slowly, slowly, the intellect started coming in. The external do's and don'ts and disciplining of society came in, and slowly your inner radiance, your inner ability to generate happiness was slowly, reduced. But this is your true vibration, actually. It's everyone's true vibration. It's like the sun shines. You have that inner sun. It's a vibration, it's a frequency, and you can cultivate it again. The roots are there. The essence is there. You simply need to begin to revive that. And no one can really do this for you. You know, you run to one guru, another guru, you purchase things, you try so many ways for externals to influence you. But really know that in the end, it's a choice, it's a decision to live with gratitude and appreciation of what you are and what your life is. It's an ongoing, I sometimes call it work, but it's really a calling. It's something that it doesn't have to be, difficult. You know, you're only making it difficult by over-analyzing it. You think there's going to be some miracle method or miracle potion or something is going to come in and change that for you. No, my dear friend. It is something like gardening, constant gardening, where you are clearing out the weeds and enjoying the process of gardening. All right, so it is a way of life. It is the art of life. And I believe that that is what you are looking for. You're looking for it somewhere outside. And if you're agreeing with the things I'm telling you, it's simply because I'm reminding you of what you already know. This was Plato's approach to teaching. He believed that you can't teach anyone anything. You just remind them. I'm reminding you. That's why there's a resonance. You are an ancient soul. You are a cosmic being having a human experience. And sometimes when we come here on earth, we forget. We forget, not sometimes, most of the time. And slowly it is our purpose to reconnect and realign ourselves. Remember who we really are. It's almost like we're playing hide and seek, a game of hide and seek here during our life. Imagine yourself a cosmic being who has all. But sometimes it gets a little boring out there in the cosmos. And you are like, let's go on an adventure. Let's go to planet Earth and enter a body. Let's choose our parents, let's choose the situation, and let's go on this fabulous amusement park ride, which is planet Earth. And we are on a beautiful adventure in this amusement park of Earth. And sometimes we're in the house of horrors, the haunted house, and we feel scared and we feel alienated. But this is just part of this amusement park on Earth. Right? It's like when you pay to enter an escape room. You know those escape rooms where you pay a ticket for your mind to be challenged so that you have to figure out how to leave a room, how to escape from a room. You have to find the clues. You're actually paying to be given problems that you need to overcome. Imagine yourself here on Earth, a cosmic being who has paid, in a way, paid to enter this grand amusement park of Earth, so that you can find yourself again, remember yourself again, remember who you really are. And it takes several years. It takes focus to find yourself and remind and remember who you are. A cosmic being having a human experience. So I hope that these, my ramblings here, my talk has helped you to remember and to appreciate your game, to appreciate your circumstances and rise above them so that you can really reconnect with your beautiful essence. You are love, you are happiness, you are light, and you are your darkness too. Embracing all of ourself, we move forward in this beautiful journey of life together. And I am here for you always, my dear lover of wisdom. And know that I appreciate you, for you are a reflection of myself. And together we move forward, liberating others from their own deceptions. Sending you my love from beautiful Greece. This is Alkistis.